I used to be a very avid adventure racer. Every day I would go to work on a mountain bike, and at the end of the day I'll just ride back. I know that this condition will deteriorate eventually and I might need a wheelchair in the future. So I decided, might as well do one last race before I couldn't do it anymore.
First met Kenneth when we joined NDU as NSF. First impression of Kenneth is a very garang person. He's someone who can push you beyond your limits. So he can motivate you, can really push you to do things that you thought you couldn't do. I first found out deterioration of his control of his muscle in his lower limbs. Being diagnosed with such condition, I think, is very not just devastating for him, but also to the rest of the people around him.
When I first knew it was actually through Kenneth himself. He told me that he has been struck down with this serious condition. I think in one of Facebook posts by Kenneth, he said something along the lines of, one of his dreams was to actually complete a full marathon. And it seems like with his current condition, he'll never be able to fulfill the dream. So actually, I think this idea started with Jason and Nicholas. So that is when they had a coffee session and they were like, hey, why not? The Army Half Marathon is coming up. So that is where the rest of the guys, we actually got together and we decided to get the entire batch to do this surprise and walk the 10 kilometer with him. I think we set up a Facebook group to invite all the batch boys into that group. So yeah, it took quite a bit of planning, but I guess everyone played a big part. So I was really touched at how prompt and keen the batch boys were to join in this surprise.
My name is Leong, and I went overseas to study after I ORD'd. And I am still based in Australia right now.
I think Leong is still studying, so he's kind of working part-time in Australia. It was financially a bit tough for him to come back. So what some of the batch boys did was to kind of crowdsource. Everybody chipped in like $5, $10, $15, $20. And with that, he flew back just for Kenneth.
Because we are all quite closely knitted from the training we had, and the training that we have been through really pulled all of us together because we came from all walks of life. Before this, most of us didn't know each other's name. And because we always all keep in contact with one another, and if something like that happens, it really does push me to do something about it.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. It's going to be a very, very slow walk. Very sincere. I was at a loss of words. I didn't even know what to do because it was a mixture of shock and excitement because I didn't expect something to be planned on at this kind of scale. And I saw it as a very meaningful gathering for all of us.
I think it's really it's really very, it's life-changing. It's very devastating to learn about this. In this sense, he's a very strong person. To be able to accept this and carry on his life and do more things that he loves.
After getting this condition, it's a big hurdle to my life, and day-to-day living, it's also affecting the quality of life. So if you know something is deteriorating along the way, make full use of your time. Don't hesitate anymore. Just go with the flow, and then it can be, always know that you are already very lucky compared to someone else that you might not have already known. Everybody is faced with their own challenges, so face your challenges bravely and go ahead with it.